chat, how's it going tonight? Hello, gang! Oh my goodness, we got people here already. Wow, look at all these people. Oh my goodness. Give me a moment. Okay. Sure the stream music is there. There we go, that's some stream music right there. Wah! Hello! Cloud sounds, hello! Hi everybody! Hello! Hello, Vaz! Hey, Chaotix! Hi, Das! Hi, Diglett! How is everybody doing tonight? Flower time! You know it's flower time when Vaz is around. I am already wonky. I turned on the face tracking and then went and topped up my drink and it's already gone wonky. Face forward. There we go. Straighten out my spine. Ah! And have it bent back out of shape again. Hello! Right, got my tablet. We're all good. Got bits of debris on my desk that I can't deal with right now. I should buy a bin. I don't have a bin for my room, so I have formed what is probably a little bit of a bad habit of letting stuff accrue and then taking it all down in a lump. I should just go get a tiny bin. I could probably get one for like 50p somewhere. Just one of those things that you just end up not doing. Got myself a cup of tea and ready to chill for the stream? Hell yes. Hell yes. Get that music on. Give me some rosé and going to chill tonight. Ooh, rosé. Francais. Okay, let's just open a few things over here. In a new tab. Go. Put that over there. Right. Okay. Right. Okay, so yesterday we were adjusting a few, I didn't understand the phrase you sent me. You don't understand the phrase? To run something past somebody is to double check with them. If you want to run something past somebody, you want to double check with them before you go ahead with something. That's what it means to run something past someone. Sorry, I didn't realise that must have been a English turn of phrase. So yeah, I'm gonna run it past Spook. I will go double check with him, but because I'm starting stream and he will be going to bed very soon, I will have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, as I was saying, we were resizing a couple of sprites just so they fit together a bit better with regards to these wooden planks, which they now do. Because they used to be that size. Now they are smaller. Resized. Sprite. Camera size. 128 by 128 now. It's better. So that's what we were doing yesterday. So we were resizing a few things. Today we're probably going to be back to just creating a few things. And we'll probably be like looking up inspiration and stuff like that to populate our level. Promises we'll keep. They set fire to the forest, hoping they would catch the bear. I'm as guilty as they promise. That's awesome, Blue. If you need me today for anything, I'm here. Excellent. Heck yes. Definitely let me know if you think of anything that you want added in and stuff. Obviously, just throw it out there. I've got the stuff that I've been making in the sort of work in progress preview level that I like to do to just sort of see how everything looks together. A lot of the like stuff that goes in the water, I've got the opacity turned down. Like the seaweed. Oop. I'm clicking. No, don't pop that out. Please go back in. Wow, like the seaweed. Make it slightly transparent to give the illusion it's underwater. And the little fish! I'm proud of the fish, hang on. I'm going to catch you up on a few things that you probably haven't seen. I'm proud of the fish. Promises we made, the promises we'll keep. Yeah, little fish can swim. I'm as guilty as they promise. I love the song. It's on Tyler's playlist. As they weathered out the storm, keep me safe. Keep me warm. So yeah, little fish. Which are down here. And we've got our coral. I thought again, it's not quite the same theme, but it's a similar theme of in Pom Pom we've got the corruption in the later levels, and I talked about this when I was thinking it up. Same theme again of the ocean might be getting a little bit polluted by chemicals and stuff. This program. So we've got green, sludgy water appearing. And for those... this is one of those things where it's like, I assume that people just know it, but let's be honest that people probably don't. If you've watched any kind of like documentary about the ocean, you probably know this. Coral is very important to a lot of like underwater biomes and stuff. It supports a lot of life and supports a lot of food for fishes. And when coral is killed by pollution, it doesn't wither like a plant. They kind of petrify and turn to stone and get this sort of bleached white appearance. Which is why I've got these white versions of the coral sprites which go in the polluted water. There we go. So this is a living coral versus a dead coral. This white coral is dead. This is dead. It's like bone. They lose because coral is like, it's a mixture. Coral is like one of these weird multi-cell things where coral is just like a name for something that's like, it's a mixture of like the animals and there's like plants and stuff all mixed in. So a lot of the colour in coral is like algae and like little microscopic organisms that live on it. And when all of that is killed off, you're left with essentially this bone-like substance, which is bleached coral and is bad because there's nothing living here. It is dead. Blah. So yeah, so we've got some dead coral to go in the polluted areas, along with some coloured coral. And coral comes in all sorts of colours. So these three sprites, you could happily hue shift them to add in more level variety, because coral can come in all kinds of colours. Yeah. I also made a little starfish that can go in the water or on a rock. And then there's this big metal platform, which again I resized, and here's the turret and missile launcher just stuck on top of it for comparison. And sea mines as well. I made sea mines. And that's kind of the general rundown of things. Excuse me. There's our little colourblind test kind of thing. So there's our rundown of the level. This is all of our pollution squares. And a patch if you want to just do it that way, because that way also works. Right. Insufficient tact. One must put up barriers to keep oneself intact. Okay, so let's have a little think and a little look. Let's get the old document open. Is there anything that we listed out before that I haven't done yet? Ah! Box me. Emigre. Get on with the fascination, the real relation, the underlying theme. Get on with the fascination, real relation, the underlying theme. Box of protection. What level spell is that? They're doing a make update for the Black Diablo, so I might be able to get a few because I couldn't get anywhere near a desert biome over the weekend. Fair, fair. It feels like a couple of the events in Monster Hunter they've had to like do makeup ones for. It feels like they should just be like, maybe events should be a week and not a weekend, because it seems like the weekend isn't enough for people to work out what it is. Interesting. Better the entire day and not a 3-hour slot. Yeah, this is the thing of like, I feel like because it's Niantic, the 3-hour slot is clearly based off it's clearly based off community days for Pokemon. But the thing about Pokemon is that you can, put down laws and incense and the Pokemon will spawn in droves. But in Monster Hunter, you're limited to being in the correct biome, and monsters spawn a lot less than Pokemon do. So I feel like having a 3-hour window for Monster Hunter is a lot less forgiving than it is in Pokemon. Interesting. I'm also researching stuff on the other screen, which is why not a lot is happening here at the moment. Just look at something. Artwork, commissions. Yes. So. Okay. This is one monster, then making the game while the biome it spawns in would help dramatically. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I feel like you would get people who complain of being like, oh, you took away X biome while I was trying to get this thing, but it's like, it's an event. I was trying to be organised by ordering some food shopping, and 20 minutes later I realised I'm reading all the reviews people have left on different brands of pickles. This was not the plan! Oh no, Diglett. But which are the best pickles? I'm gonna put my foot warmer on. Take my slippers off and put them in my foot warmer. It has been a very cold day, and I spent most of it in a warm hair salon. I got my hair done today, guys. Guess what? It was a 4.5-hour job. Wow. Also, remember stream friends. Stream friends. Tuesday is technically open mic night, quote unquote. I'm in Discord. You can come vibe if you want. We can just talk about inane things. Did we get the same song twice just then? I feel like we did. Let's just move on. Ah, right, of course, them big sort of like... They almost look like giant stone caltrops. And they're kind of like cement. So, let's steal the cement colours from Emigre. Nope, not Emigre. Poppy Pink, getting my levels mixed up. Steal you. I've been there, I'm gonna go play a game. 3 hours later, I realise I've been doom scrolling YouTube shorts. The whole squad is Nero Spicy! Finishing a thing before I go mini painting and then I'll join. Yay! I hit the bottom of doom scrolling yesterday. I just went to sleep exhausted from YouTube Shorts, Twitter, and Facebook. Ugh. At least I'm not on Facebook, but yeah. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts and TikTok are the same, essentially. Yeah, it's a real thing. I joined, but I have a good reason, and not a good reason. Not so good reason is I hate hearing my voice. I mean, you can mute the stream. Keep watching the stream, obviously, because I want the viewership numbers. But you don't have to, mute the stream if you're gonna be in a chat with me. I wouldn't force you to deal with that. Yeah, if you haven't got a clue what's going on here, it's these things. They look like big concrete caltrops. The idea is that they protect that they literally protect the land. They literally break up the water. Instead of just having a wall because the water can erode away at a smooth flat wall, the water can erode away at it. This sort of like splits the water up. So this is what's happening right now.
Hello.
Hello. My goodness, so big.
I am a large icon. I'm a big gay icon. Let's go.
Haley, how's your day been, bud?
It has actually not been too bad.
Yay.
It's one of those things where the boss comes in work, he's tired, he's fed up, everything else is frustrating him. He looks over, is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm doing this." Oh, the thing. Okay, I know you're fine. One of those things of, okay, is somebody at least doing something right? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Also, in typical me fashion, just before I log off of it, Stacy was here with me when I was building up a character to use in this Warhammer campaign that I'm playing, and we have Torox, the Brass Bull. Once went on such a rampage that he literally made an ocean of blood, fell into the blood of exhaustion, and came out in brass and blazoned iron body. And here is Big Floof Chunky Monkey.
Okay. You do know Turok is a video game franchise, right?
Oh, it's Torox. Oh no, I didn't make it. That's the name.
Okay.
That is that's the character's name, is the Brass Bull. He is an actual Warhammer character. And then there's Big Floof Chunky Monkey. Because Stacy saw the size of his hooves, realized that they were make Dad's Crunchyroll.
Banishes you to the Crunchyroll. That's it, you're going in the Crunchyroll logo.
No! I mean, they're saying that. I actually see the space where... Oh god, you actually are trying to move me. Hold on.
Yeah, you're on the wrong layer.
Wait. Wait. Don't turn me into a marketable exclamation point. Use exclamation point Crunchyroll.
I will find her. I will find her if I have to burn down.
I'm so tiny. Hello. It's becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. I am small.
Does that count as wrong layer? No, it's not the wrong layer for drawing. This was the Crunchyroll was higher in the hierarchy because it was newer. So don't worry, there's still plenty of time in the evening to get wrong layer for art programs.
Anyway, if you use exclamation point Crunchyroll,
if you use that voice all night, I am gonna kick you from the call.
Fair.
I'll only use it for comedic timing.
Yeah, right then. The fuck was I doing? Thank you, honey. Not sure if you heard her from the distance, but when I... Where is my contrast? I have a yellow contrast. Where the fuck did I leave it? I did get myself a yellow contrast. Fuck, did I not? Ah, piss. Oh well.
Check your other boxes.
Nah, I got it recently. So yeah, work's been going okay-ish.
Mhm.
It's one of those things
Busy
where
time of year, is it?
very much so, very much so, and it's one of those things where simultaneously it's like, oh yeah, tender for jobs because we need jobs and work and obviously all these things, and also everyone at the same time is going, we have one other job to do. Okay, the thing of I I think we're like good on jobs at the hot minute. Right now, it's just like a practice of tendering materials and keeping track of things, because, like, we've got enough on.
Right.
We've got enough busy boys. They're all very tired all the time.
Sir, it is winter. We should be hibernating. You want me to work more?
As you can clearly see from all of these men, these are large, big, burly men. It is natural for them to wish to be in hibernation at this time of year.
My brain just immediately went, bears need to hibernate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. That's the gag I was going for. Well done.
Yay!
Ah. Also, folks, as the DM, I will make the announcement. Pop is on hiatus for the rest of the year because we're at that time of year.
Ah, yes. Yes, it does happen quite often in the past where we just write off the whole of December. And it's basically December. So, yeah.
We have too many people who have things to do around this time. A few folks work in retail, other things, the song and dance.
Yeah. So it's not been updated on the graphic yet because we decided on this today, and I was out the entire day. But it's going to be dinosaurs. Let's be honest. It's just going to be Wednesday evening cute dinosaurs for December.
I mean, you could get some, continue up like your Stormblood expansion pack until you get closer to Shadowbringers. Now.
With what game time?
I thought it was on Thursday that you clocked that in. Did you not?
I said with what game time? Naren did the returning player thing, which gave me 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks, my fella. I'm out of game time again.
Ah, shit. I thought that it was... Sorry, I thought that essentially you'd be on, like, say, right now, day 11, or day, like, 12 or 13.
Yeah, day 40, because I redeemed it on a Thursday. We've had the first one.
Time doesn't exist.
Yeah, and then the following Thursday, day 7, and then this Thursday is day 14, and I'm literally going to find out on Thursday if they take the day into account or if they take the hour into account.
That's what I meant for Wednesday.
No, because what I'm saying is I don't know if they take the hour into account because I activated the game time at 1 o'clock on the Thursday, so are they going to deactivate it at 1 o'clock on the Thursday?
Well, play it on Wednesday then. Duh.
I would have played dinosaurs. My schedule now, do what I want. I don't care about I like Guild Wars. I'm going back to Guild Wars.
Fine. Final Fantasy will be waiting for you.
Yes.
I am fully up to date with FF14.
Yay, nice.
Stacy has begun. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually Endwalker. I forgot actually the name of the path, the expansion. Wow. It is a legitimately wonderful experience, and it's one of those where I'm like, when anyone's ready, go to it and enjoy it.
Oh yeah. That's what we were saying on stream when I finished Stormblood. I was just like, this was amazing, and it would take way too long to explain just how good it is. You need to play it. Just play it.
Absolutely.
if you're curious, it's fucking free. Go play it.
I will say this quite sincerely. There was a great sum of people who are of the opinion that Stormblood is the weakest expansion.
It is. I would agree. Again, I haven't played in a while, but I even said afterwards, I was like, it was good. I definitely say it was the weakest out of the ones I have experienced, but it was still good. So it's one of those things of if this was it at its lowest, at its peak, it's like.
And there's a great sum of people who, up until Endwalker came out, would say that Shadowbringers is and was the best expansion. There are some people who would still say this, but that's not a discredit to Endwalker. This is a credit to Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is what Warcraft wanted Shadowlands to be, in that way of, this is meant to be the emotional, heavy, really, really cool concept stuff, but it just fell flat so hard. But we all know that.
Yes.
It has some of the best characterization of certain things. Great voice acting. Again, can't recommend it enough. But that does not mean Guild.
The internet had to silence them for they
Boss
knew
didn't
they
work.
spoke the truth.
There's times where I'm like, is there no boss in work? Are the deadlines sorted? Pop the earphones in, click on the phone, let's take a look.
Yeah, like I would 200% have kept playing Guild Wars even though I had beaten all the story. It was literally just the opportunity came along to be like, hey, have some free game time? Here, free game time. And I'm like, I will take shit that is free.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not upset that I can't keep playing because I'm happy to go back to Guild Wars. I love Guild Wars. Now I can do like all of the extra stuff that I like ignore because I'm like,
Or
I'm just gonna complete the story. I'm just gonna beeline the story. Now the story's done. I'm like, yay, side content.
Yeah. It says quite a lot that it's but like FF14 has that thing of, we know our shit rocks. Come back whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it's very rare in the games industry, I find, to have game devs who are very much supportive of the fact of, yo, people's lives be busy. If you can't afford to keep a sub going, we get it.
Don't.
We get it. Don't. Go play a different
we'll see
game.
You later.
The
We'll see
game
you
the
later.
game will be here when you get back. It's not going anywhere. You take the time you need.
And I fully believe that because Shadowbringer's content
Is
slowly over time.
is your internet or your microphone cutting out? Because there's been multiple
Oh.
times in the last conversation where you've just kind of been like, ba 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 ba, and then you pause, and I'm like, yes, and then it comes back, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, sorry. That might just be me pausing because I have to think, which is always a challenge.
no, I mean like I know I mean I do that as well. It seemed to me like because you said because, and then there was silence, and then you came back in like halfway through a sentence
Oh, excuse me.
of like it didn't mesh up.
Sorry. Essentially, they're very aware of like, yeah, you can come back whenever you're ready, but because Stacy was able to spend time like and slowly make her way through Shadowbringer's post content, she was able to experience the whole thing over time. And she's actually going to be able to get that experience as well with Endwalker, where there's no rush. She gets to experience it because Shadow or the next expansion is not coming out for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's going to take it time. And it's one of those ones where Endwalker had very much so the vibe of, how the fuck are we getting through this? And here it's like, let's fucking go, we're on an adventure.
Yes.
And everyone is very much so for it, because the Warrior of Light needs a nap.
They need a holiday.
They need a holiday so fucking badly. They also deserve one. Like, that's why there's a quest and it has that name, Into the Cold. Curls is very, 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 very fond of it. Understandably. That's why it was on her like video essay of, if I ever make a video essay, this will be one of them.
Yes.
Because, yeah. And if she made it, I would be there day one, fucking waiting on that YouTube premiere, just like eating popcorn, like, I gotta watch this shit. I know full well what this woman's gonna do is gonna be a banger.
Yeah. We're all there just lining up of like, oh, you need to start making video essays so we can promote the shit out of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, speaking of shit that she's making that we're all very excited for, I can't wait for Thursday.
Yes. Thursday times for D&D.
Yeah, boy. Because some of my stuff is actually like kind of sorted and like set up and all good, I'm tempted on several like elements to literally just look at my boss and go, hey, I got 4 days left to take off, excluding time that I have for Christmas. Can I just like take like a chunk of a week off? We've only got 3 of them left, and most of the shit we've got on wraps, I'm just like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Can I just like dip for a hot minute? Cause like, we're good. Now then, I am going to try shading.
Ooh. What a coincidence.
Wow, you are doing shading. Wow, you are doing shading. They went, he went, click, click, click. We've both been shading all this time. What a show way to dance. I will take my leave now. Goodbye.
Bye.
I will banish myself to the
Discord
shadow.
disconnect sound.
That wasn't me. That was just Discord trying to kill me. It's like, you must go now.
They took the shot. So those Tumblr posts where someone's halfway through typing a post and then it just ends and they're like, oh my god, they shot him!
They got him! The bat! But essentially what you do with this is, you take 2 paints. One being the primary color that you currently have on the model, and then the other one is what you will refer to as your highlight element. You take them both and you do like a little bit of a chunky layer all around it, and then you do the lighter layer after that at a much thinner point. So it's basically like a little chunky highlight around it, and then a sorry, I am that time was me. That time was me. I was actually pausing.
That's okay.
Because I'm doing the Gollum thing of like, where there's the meme of where Gollum is like doing an incredibly focused face, and it's him trying to paint a mini really close on a helmet, and that's how I feel right now.
So when it happened, I ignored it a few times because I was like, oh, are they just pausing or is their internet cutting out?
No. This time
yeah. I think it happened like 3 times yesterday on stream where I was like talking, pause, and then I would be like, nope, it's gone. The topic is gone. It went. Bye. Forgot what I was talking about.
It just did the ah. Hang on a sec. I need to upgrade. Tracy has a pair of wonderfully magnified glasses for painting with.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, I've stolen them many times. And this is where she'll go, they're not stolen, you can use them wherever you want. It's like, no, I am a common criminal, I've stolen them. I am a thief in the night.
Yes. It's like the stealing of the loved one's hoodie. It's like, it's not stealing. You can just wear my clothes. It's fine. It's like, no, I'm stealing from you. Thief.
Sometimes the best thing your partner can do is just let you be a little goblin.
A Ziggy Zoon.
Ziggy Zoon.
Oh, he's coming to the room with a smile on his face, holding the phone. Oh my god. Ah!
Why?
Spook! No! I knew the moment you walked in with that smile, I was like, what have you done? Spook!
funny.
Oh my god!
It's humorous.
What's he done?
Fucking hilarious.
You're awful.
I'm the best.
Yeah.
Tell them why your fiance
No,
is
I'm
the best.
gonna tell Das stream doesn't get to.
Oh. Well, 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 most people don't, and congratulations to them. See, now I have a very interesting concept. Did you unmute both of us, or did they just hear half that
They
conversation
heard half
from
the
my end?
conversation, which was funny. Yeah, Foz, I was
I-
intentionally muted there.
I am not giving context.
Das can confirm I am the funny.
It was funny. Okay.
It was
But
okay.
it was very much you. The moment you walked in, I should have you walking in with that smile on your face, holding your phone in your hand. It's like me presenting that frog to girls. I'm just like, I'm so proud, and the other person just being like, "What the fuck?"
I think that I was the other person confused why you had my partner in your pocket.
No, it was a different thing. It was curls. Ah. Having a drink on me. Mischief.
I don't know what Thane is gonna do on Thursday, and I'm excited.
Yes, it's a familiar situation of I don't know what my character's gonna do. I gotta be in the situation to decide.
No, he has two things he's going to do, and it's going to be very difficult for him to not do one of them. And I'm very excited for the fact that he has a conflict of interest right now.
Yes.
Good for him.
Shows he has depth as a character.
It's like, do I continue with the plan with the group? Or do I run and just try to save people?
The meta question is, are you prepared to not play Thane anymore?
Yes.
Okay, well then go for it. Go wild. Do what you want.
Because, again, I message Curls is like, look, Thane might go do that. I am very aware that leaves Thane alone in a city with Edmund Distreas, who might just get told, hey, he's by himself, come deck the bastard. It's like, oh, this is going to take me like 2 turns of combat, motherfucker. You're on your own. It's like, well, shit. Take off the glasses for a sec while I just get... I don't even think I need to do much else when it comes to the model with regard to that mix. Like, the highlight is so fine on itself that I might just do. Made it a bit too thin. I think I'm being a bit conservative with it, so as a result, the thickness of the line itself, essentially what you do is just like that little line around it, but one is meant to be almost like a blended line, and then the next one is the thinner, like edged highlight kind of thing.
Yes, the hard line.
And yeah, and I kind of did my blended mix with the hard line's length or width, shall we say? So it's a little bit. The other thing as well that I'm struggling with Thane is the very fair point of, do I try to give a speech?
Oh no, he's come back into the room cackling again.
At this point, he should just be DMing me these.
I didn't write that.
No, just a reminder that this group of friends is Spook's friends that he's been friends with since he was a teen in school. They had the same sense of humour as him. So he's
Yes.
showing me what they said in response.
Depravity.
Yes, depraved is the correct word. Mwah.
Yeah, turn soon.
Don't say it. Don't say it like that.
What, to be depraved?
Cringe. Sorry, France, being French is cringe.
You can't quote. You can't quote I Sorrow Productions to a chat that has no idea about it.
That's never stopped me in the past.
Quote me all the time.
Exactly.
I'm on your stream. Going to bed now.
Okay. Kiss.
I'm also going to pee.
Again. Mwah.
At least wait till you're off camera, Spook. Jesus.
Ooh.
Bye.
That
Bye,
wasn't
have a
me
good
referring to the
time.
kiss, that was me referring to him pissing.
I need this song right now. Cause ow.
What's happened?
You probably didn't hear it because Discord probably cancelled out the sound. Get back,
What happened?
Stiglet.
What did you do?
Smacked my desk.
Ooh,
Uh,
fucking idiot. You're right. The Thane Tower Dynamic. You fucking idiot. Okay.
this is me, Smook, and also Das in the background. Yes, Das is the one singing Reese's Puffs.
Wait, I would be doing dick by CPR. We all know Spook doesn't suck.
Das, why did you have to say that? Also, this is funny because someone did a Team Rocket version.
Yeah, oh, I follow that artist. I fucking...
I love
Hey,
Kaina.
yeah, hey nerds. Go follow that artist. They're actually fucking great. Also, left to right is Tala, Thane, Zal. Zal would be the Reese's Puff Boy.
Oh, absolutely. You should follow this person, they are wonderful, and they do really cool art, and they like to draw cute Pokemon things.
Right now, the current
They
topic for
have
them,
normal feelings about Jessie of Team Rocket.
which is, you know, standard. They definitely don't have a thing going on where Jessie from Team Rocket is dating Ash's mom.
And it's very cute.
It's definitely not
It's
that, and it's definitely not cute. You definitely shouldn't go check it out immediately, because that would definitely not be something you're interested in, everyone. Is this how reverse psychology goes? I don't fucking know.
I don't know whose face is funnier here. Pikachu's, Ash's, or Professor Oak's.
One of
They're
my
very
favorite
cute.
things. One of my favorite things I've seen recently is Jessie and Meowth were cleaning up or cooking inside in the Ketchum house, and Brock shows up.
Yeah, they were. I believe the story that she'd made was that Delia, who's Ash's mum, I think it's how you pronounce it, I can't remember,
Yeah.
ran a restaurant, and because she and Jessie went to go on a Pokemon adventure, James and Meowth are running the restaurant, but they don't know how, so when Brock turns up, they're like, please.
And he goes, okay, but we are so circling back to the fact that she's dating Ash's mom. So he's
On
like,
the
I will
horizon of this
help, but I
forest
will need
path, you see a
contact
group of dark-cloaked
later.
figures slowly trudging towards
Which,
you.
you
What
know,
do you do?
credit
My
to him.
half-orc barbarian braces her great hammer, and that's a 1. Critical fail. Steve, what do you do? Well, I believe in anticipation, my rogue would try and hide behind a tree. Okay, I rolled a 1. That's another critical fail. Tom, what does your human bard do? Active perception check. It's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
It's gonna sound weird, but let me explain it. Is that Brock makes a lot more sense on how I flirt with people. Because again, yeah, sure, he is down bad at the highest order, but is it not the most polite, like, yes, cringe, but is it not the most creative little flirts he ever does with
Yes.
certain people?
Yes,
Like, say everyone's you want about it, it is fucking cute.
it's very cute.
And I don't care what it is, I love the tertiary companion in every situation, grabbing him by the ear and going, okay, buddy, pack it in.
Yep.
It is a rite of passage.
Yes. In Gen 4, they made it his Pokemon.
Who was the Pokemon in Gen 4 that did it?
Croagunk. Croagunk would jab him in the side whenever he started flirting with somebody.
Okay, question then, because I haven't watched, because we spoke about James earlier. Very important question. Was there still a Pokemon on his team that smacked the shit out of him?
Well, with James, it's always that they love him, which I think is very cute, because I think it's so cute that James is quote-unquote a bad guy, but he's clearly just a wonderful Pokemon trainer, because the gag is that all of his Pokemon love him so much that they, like, crush him with trying to hug him. So in Gen 4, it's Carnivine, which is the Venus Flytrap.
Flytrap.
Yeah, so it hugs him and, like, gently gnaws on his head.
I was legitimately just convinced Victreebel was just trying to eat him.
There's a picture of his Carnivine. His Carnivine is hugging him.
No.
And then, there you go, here's all of the ones. So his Victreebel tries to eat him, his Carnivine hugs him. In Gen 3, he has a Cacnea, who is a cactus, who tries to hug him. And in Sun and Moon, it's the Marini, likes to grab onto his face. And they all
Deadass.
just love him so much.
Deadass just trying to facehug him.
Yeah, they just love him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those ones where it's like, we all know full well how good, like how competent trainers those guys are. Because every time there's like here's a tourney where like people go up against Team Rocket, and Jesse and James enter them, and they do great.
Yeah.
They always do great. And then it's like, oh, here's Ash. Or, oh, here's Misty. And it's like, yeah, with Misty, it's usually close. Brock tends to be the one where if he ever does get... That's always a fun one, is that Brock would always referee things. And I always, in my head as a kid, thought that as like yeah, because if he was here trying to actually compete against you guys, he'd body you. And that was the kid brain of like, well, because he's got ground and rock types, and you all use poison and flying, so, you know, Team Rocket would get bodied by Gam. I do not want to think of like a fucking 5-year-old me saying the word bodied. Also, I feel like such an old man with these glasses on, because whenever you refer to something, I have to look to the other screen, and rather than take my glasses off, I just lower my face. So that
You
I'm
do the
above
looking
my
over
glasses.
them thing.
Yeah, yep. It's so much easier for me to do.
That's why people do it. I need to wonder trade today because there's a quest to do 7 wonder trades in the community game. So I'm like, well, if I remember to do at least 1 per day, I'll get the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonder trade a Pokemon with less than 500 base stat total.
Unrelated, but something I'm excited for is they're announcing that the 40K animated series they did has a sequel that's in the works,
Ooh.
and the same characters will be returning. Which a lot of people are like, okay, this means that the named Salamander character is getting a model, right? Surely. Just because he was like, I actually really liked his character. He also got his arm ripped off cut in half off of him in the last one. So everyone's like, oh, please give him a cool robot arm. It'd be so nice. Old fucking nerd.
Games don't like your tilted stage, the role you made me play of the fool. No, I don't like you. I don't like your purpose.
Should have most of this model done by the time I get most of this highlighting done, because it's the thing that's going to take me the most time to get done now, and I'm hoping I won't need to do much touching up on it, which I won't if I'm careful. I'm hoping I'll be able to be careful enough.
Believe in you.
Oh, one sec. Hey, someone redeem a stretch, because I'm about to make myself turn into a Rice Krispie.
Oh, night for me. Good night, Diglett. Thanks for stopping by. Sleep well.
Night, Diglett. My elbows popped.
Crackle, crackle.
Yeah, I am a Rice Krispie. Which is hilarious because I eat cornflakes. Also, as you probably know, in FF they like do a patch thing where every patch, the one of the raid tiers for the post-game content will get updated. Be it there's 2 of them in this one, and this was the first one. It's now been updated for its last time, and it is so fucking good. The final boss, you won't experience this until it happens, but the final boss combines all the abilities of all the previous bosses.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think the rotation it chooses for the sequences is different each time. Which, if it is, that's fantastic, because that's like 12 options per. So it's like you don't know which one he's about to pull out next. So I like that as a hall marker, shall we say? Like you can immediately tell people who remember the bosses from previous and which ones don't and have to be grabbed and pulled. It's like how to spot people who do not remember who's getting targeted with rescue.
It's gonna be me. I don't remember shit.
Well, if you do these at the same time, it won't, man, be fine.
You underestimated my ability to fuck up.
Speaking of, Thursday.
What do you mean, speaking of?
I rarely get a dub. I rarely get a dub on you. Let me have it. Chat won't know this, but Blue did, or chat will know of it, but not the context I'm bringing up. But Blue did art of a particular scene from one of the last sessions of Okart between her character and Kay's, and I still get feels about it. I still get big feels about those two in that scene.
I just remember that I like literally blasted it out in like 10 minutes.
That's what pisses me off as well, is that it took you 10 minutes to do.
I blasted it out in like 10 minutes and then sent it to Kay within the 10 minutes of the session finish, and I just remember him just making such like a visceral noise when he saw it.
Yeah, that's how you know you've done it right, buddy. So, do you think we'll get into Eddie by the end of the year? Speed run, let's go! Woo! Mara's next year, fuck it. New year, new monarch to kill.
Yay! It's important to have a New Year's resolution.
One of my favorite little posts on Tumblr came back my feed a few days ago, and it was, it's Hamlet, but if Hamlet was a D&D character.
Right.
So, Hamlet's a paladin in this. I know Bard and other things suit, but it suits for the setting. So, it's the scene where he sees his uncle praying. And Horatio is the DM and asks him to make a stealth check, which he does, and he rolls quite high for a paladin. And he goes, and Horatio starts narrating as if Hamlet is to sneak past him, and he goes, "No, I don't do that. I go into the room and kill him." And he re-emphasizes, "Didn't you hear?"
I remember this post.
Yes, didn't you hear? He's praying. And of course, Hamlet has the tragedy of not knowing that his prayers are going unanswered. He has no idea that, his uncle is absolutely up shit's creek without a paddle when it comes to divine intervention in that way of like, nah, bud, if you die, you die. It's on fucking you. You have it fucking coming, says they. But it's the moment where Hamlet's revenge or like seeking of justice turns to vengeance, where it's not a I will get vengeance from my father, it's a I will make you suffer for what you've done. And I need to get up the quote again because I was talking with Curls about it, obviously, because that's no fucking surprise to me that that was the case. I am concerned about how easy it is to read my phone when I have the magnifying glasses on. Fuck.
Somebody needs glasses!
No, I don't. Shut up. No, I don't. Shut up.
What? What's wrong? What's wrong with needing glasses?
No, officer.
Nothing wrong with needing glasses.
There it is. The question is now the mantra of, do you want justice for the wrongs or for the wrongdoer to suffer? It's that question between it. And that's one I find quite fun in Okart, where it's a thing of so many people in this campaign are like validly having reasons to want to get back. And then you've got Thane in the corner who wants to kill his own father, but also is very much so of the mindset of, hey, this is wrong. Not of a killing that person who did you wrong is wrong. It's kill them and move on. Stop them from hurting anyone else. But you spread pain by making it draw out. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's the you will cause more victims before this is done if you do it this way. It's like trying to apply like a logic to it of if you keep doing this, all that's going to happen is all these people or someone down this line will have the wrongs done to them and they will come back for a vengeance. And do you want that? Is your vengeance so great that you are willing to make others seek vengeance upon you? And needless to say, with the way the campaign is, it's very loud in Thane's head right now. Because yes, there's so many people who absolutely deserve to get not only their get back on things that have been wrong done to them, but also there's so many people who are in themselves victims of circumstance of where they are right now. It's a case of true vengeance, true justice is letting those people go as well. And fuck, is that going to be a thing that he's not going to be able to convince much of the party on?
Mm-hmm.
What matters more to him, his morals or his friends?
It's a classic D&D question.
Oh, it's fun to be the paladin, isn't it just?
Say like that like the rogue never had that question. Ew.
Yeah.
That's why I
My
said I was
dear,
like classic D&D question.
My dear,
Gets it.
I know.
Everybody gets it in a campaign at some point.
Yeah, but
Everybody gets it in a campaign at some point.
the other side of it I find quite fun is if everything works out and like vengeance is had, and even if they manage to convince people to not do a thing, valid or no, he then must abide by that same mantra when he goes home. Otherwise, he is not but a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing of there isn't okay, how to phrase this correctly. There is a non 0% of part of his self, which is very much so. If I let them do it, I'm not a hypocrite to want it myself. But at the same time, this is where like the philosophical element of that comes into play, and then there's that other side of it going, my dude, just fucking kill the guy. Like, what was that one of, oh, what's the one thing no mortal can do? And Thing was listing them all off, and Tal just went, not die, you fucking idiot.
Survive! And you were there just like, oh, kindness, forgive. And I was like, bitch, survive!
Current objective, survive.
Get that weak ass shit out of here.
The joy of him trying to be somewhat philosophical. Oh fuck, I need to put the glasses back on. I'm doing highlighting on a head.
Oh god, teeny tiny.
Come on. I think I've talked about them before, but there's a person online on Twitter that does maid marines.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Space Marines, but they're designed in big, pink, fluffy maid outfits for like maid cafes, and it's fucking stellar.
Heck yeah.
The thing which is cursed is she's now working on her maid Titan cafe, which the Titans are the models which are not minis. You know, they're the ones that are like, you know, as tall as your monitor, if not taller.
When you look at it and you're
broad.
like, how is this? This is not a miniature in any sense of the word.
It's only a miniature by comparison to what the actual thing is. And it's that thing of, oh yeah, here's my Titan cafe, and it's like, here's my smallest one, and here's my biggest one, and it's like, that is like a Chihuahua, and that's a Great Dane. Fucking hell. And I know there's bigger classes of ones out there, and I'm like, why did you do this now? Because somebody's made the downloadable 3D mesh for it, for people to like print it out themselves. I mean, they definitely have in Games Workshop. So fucking to do days. There's like a single like brush like piece which is getting a dollop of paint on it, and I'm just gently moving that over where I'm working on this thing and being like, slowly. Okay, I'll need to tidy this back in a little bit, but one thing that's quite funny about this is it looks like he's got a giant angry unibrow.
Angie.
Yes. Also, folks, if you haven't in a hot minute, don't forget to drink some water, and if you are doing something digital, save it.
Wah. Drink the water. Ah.
That's all that matters. I don't think you get it, like Stacey's saying there, oh, I had nice people who commended me because I fucked up, but I res the healer. It's like, literally nothing else matters, you res the healer. Nobody cares about anything else you did, you res the healer. Also, I did link it to you, I know I did, but there's the thing that I'm seeing online of, it's from the epic musical, and it's Poseidon's singing Get in the Water to...
Yes, you sent this to me on Instagram.
Yes. I can't help but look at that and just think of Okart because, of course not, because water. Also,
Well, yeah, water. Yeah, the symbology's right there. I think Kels would be offended if you didn't.
yeah. But also, for those who don't know, the epic musical, it's not yet put to theater, but essentially it's got some really, really gorgeous designs and choices and the like. And one thing they've done is, I believe they made basically Poseidon a woman.
Mhm.
That's why the singer is a female voice singing "Get in the Water"
I
because
did wonder when it was like Poseidon, and I was like, what?
it's also Poseidon realizing Odysseus killed one of his kids
Right.
and going, "Ooh, I'll rise a tide so high, all of Ithaca will die. Get in the water." Oh, fuck. Anyone who hasn't, look up the epic musical on Spotify and enjoy, and also realize that that man has links across to the likes of TikTok and other things where you will see more content and details of it there. I couldn't recommend it more.
Oh, that's a spook meme, that is.
What's Core doing?
It's a meme. He was like, I'm not sure which one to appreciate this more, but Skywolf memes. And I'm like, that's a spook meme, that is. Do, 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 do.
Also, speaking of the epic, I remember linking it to Curls for the first time, and her response was, "I don't think I've seen any source of media ever try to give Odysseus more credit than this fucking thing. Jesus Christ." Because Odysseus does a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And
Someone should write a book about it.
Oh, it would be an epic if they did. Maybe it'd be an like it's he's quite a weird guy. It might be a bit of an odyssey. What do you reckon? Yeah, one of the things he does do in the Siege of Troy is kills Hector's son,
Mhm.
who is still in the crib. But the play presents it as a very much so a thing of Zeus shows up and says, "Hey, you got to kill the kid," and he lists off like 1,000 different things he can do, and every time Zeus is like, "I don't think you get it. He will become plot relevant unless you kill him." Like that's the only way to describe it, basically. Is like someone's gonna let him know what you did, and if he does find out, he will be old and rage filled, or he'll be young and rage filled, and you will be weak and old. And bear in mind, the only person in all of Greece that could kill Hector, his father, was fucking Achilles. When the only guy you can throw at someone to kill him is fucking Achilles, you don't want to meet that guy's son with a grudge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was one thing that they did.
God, now I want to re-listen to Circe again.
Mm.
So good. Got it on Audible.
I think they actually did a song based in regards to Circe in the, because of course she does appear.
Yeah.
But it's very much so a "I'm protecting my own" kind of song.
Mhm.
It's quite good, but I don't think its full one has been released on Spotify yet. He's been releasing them in chunks on Spotify. Who messaged me?
Oops.
I heard a notification ping.
Reveal thyself.
First, you have to check names. Oh, for fuck's sake, Core. And it's Core posting more shit. God damn it.
Oh god.
It's in the just roll with it Pokemon thing.
Heckin' windy.
Heckin' Wimda. There has been a joke I've made with Curls in the past about the fact of like Thane is very heavily like concerned about killing his father because, well, this is partially me being me and going, Curls, I know you do Greek myth. Regicide is one of those, patricide is one of those things that fucking Greek myth has serious no-nos about. Like killing your parents, like either one of them, ooh, that's a no-no. And all I'm just picturing is just like this setting's God's going, have a nice one. Still stuck in my head is the potential theory that fucking
Mm-hmm.
that fucking Denvas.
Did you fuck my mom?
I can't get it out of my head, damn it! Credit to Curls on being a fantastic writer. That like she could present a thing and it's stuck in my head for well over a year. Ooh, take a minute now and look to the ceiling with the magnifying lens off. Fucking hell. Whoo. How does that look? Shit. But we'll go for it. Yeah, I know. I had a frog in my ear saying trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust the process, Luke.
I've said that a few times myself. Trust the process.
Luke, use the process. I don't know why my old Obi-Wan turns into a beetle. Luke, that leads to the dark side. Thomas joined the dark side that day. Ooh. So wild thing happened today where I live in Cardiff. I was placing an order for stuff, and it transferred to a different department for the place I was trying to buy from. I said, "Oh, I must have hit the wrong button. Sorry, folks." And he said, "No, you got transferred through. They got taken away, and like everyone had to be taken out of that center today." I was like, "Oh, why? What's happened?" Bomb. But an old World War II bomb that basically fell and never went off.
Ah, the UK.
Well, apparently it was a gas canister rather than a bomb, but everyone assumed, my god, a boom. But the joke was inside my company of us all going, that wasn't us that found it, was it? Because it got dug up near where we're working.
Ooh.
It wasn't dug up by us, but it was dug up where we're working next week. And all the bosses came back from a meeting at the same time and went, oh shit, well, okay then. And I just started ringing lads going, hey boys, heads up, don't go around that area today, okay? You're gonna just get stuck in traffic. Don't go around that area.
Stay away.
Back it up. Your supplier, your procurement specialist taught you good. I think, okay, so with that little wild manic thing aside, the fact that Curls basically said there could be people, like, she said it alluding to the fact that, Oh yeah, there might be people from Undlathum there. If they were, they'd be so close to death, though. But like, there might be someone in there. I'm just there the whole time thinking, okay, that's pretty much the thing which has made me hesitate on Thane running into the
Yeah.
town.
that may be why she said it.
She's like-
it's so just, it's literally the jingle jangle jingle, the back rooms, jingle jangle, the back rooms, jingle jingle.
The backstory, jingle jangle. The
Yep,
backstory.
backstory, jingle jangle.
It's like,
You want to run off on your own, but what about your backstory? Jingle jingle, jingle jingle.
and it's literally just Vegeta. I know you're playing me, but you're right. Okay. And now they're like, God damn it. Because I do want to find out. I'm that motherfucker who has to be told not to buy loot boxes because what's in the box? It's like, well, I want to see what's in the box. I had to resist the urge to do like one of those voice dub meme things, Blue as well, because I saw one going around for like a backstory of a character thing, and it's like, there was once a very hungry, genetically modified caterpillar. Seven nuclear missiles. And I have to just resist the urge to be like, campaigns. That's just my campaigns. There was once a group of adventurers. A nuclear warhead went off in the middle of Neverwinter.
It's just the Final Fantasy trope of an adventure goes out to get a sack of flour. Time to defeat a god.
Or become him.
Yes, I am familiar with that one. I love how both of us said it when the squads got the same stim.
Yeah.
7 nuclear missiles.
Missiles. It's like me stimming like a fucking idiot off of something that I listened to recently, because I think I said it to you before, but it's something from Warhammer. It's the... Okay, TLDR, the super mega leader of the faction that I play in it, was captured and tortured by his brother, who is the super mega evil leader of another faction, and also knows how everyone's going to die. So he's like, nihilism, it doesn't matter. Whereas one of his other brothers goes, it doesn't matter, so I should try to do my best. Whereas this guy's like, ah, fuck it. Essentially did a bunch of really fucked up shit to him, torture stuff, all that nasties, and then was like, oh hey, your hammer, I've left it in the middle of this maze, better go find it. Took him getting a pep talk telepathically from dad and all that to be able to do it. Did it, got the hammer, and tried to teleport out, and is like, I have protected the entire thing from being teleported away from, ha. I've caught you again, brother, ha. Look at my clever plan. And he's there, mocking him. And this is where I need to describe something. The first guy, the guy who's got him trapped, the guy who's the evil guy, he's like, 9, 12, 13 foot tall. He's fucking huge. The other guy is like, I think I've seen a picture of him before of like height reference, where he's like 15 to 16 foot tall. He is literally like if 2 Brock Lesnar's ate a Big Show. And he's like, oh man, I'm so despondent. But there's something you forgot, brother, about all that you've planned here today. And he leans and go on, tell me. Oh, I want to know. It's also a hammer. And that's been my stim, is just, it's also a hammer. Because, of course, this little smug little shit leaned in. So he gets immediately uppercutted with the fucking hammer. Oh, good shit.
I just saw Core's thing of I would try tell you not to do that, but I play Guild Wars so the hypocrisy would be real. It is for you, Core! Because you, for some reason, love to buy Guild Wars loot boxes.
Why?
I don't know. Core just likes to do it. Core likes the pretty things. At least in Guild Wars Defense, it's usually cosmetic stuff. Because they don't hide like high rank gear or anything in it. It tends to be cosmetics or like consumables and things like that. But for some reason, Core likes to get them because they do tend to be like, oh, here's cool skin that you can only get here. They don't have a sub, remember? So I'm like, fair. You got to keep the servers running somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Ugh. Also, there's a lot of people who are doing eye emojis at Warhammer right now because in the recent codex for the Space Marines, they had a thing which was like, oh hey, here's the guy who's seeking all the lost relics of the Salamanders. That's the faction I play.
Yes, it is.
He has been collecting these for several editions. The common premise is, if he finds enough of them, he will be able to find Vulcan, or Vulcan will return, one of the two. And he's now going outside of our known galaxy to a planet which has been described as outside of the Emperor's light. Meaning, if you're trying to teleport to it, literal shot in the dark, best of luck. And every single successor and secondary chapter of the Salamanders is going to go assist him. And there's just, everyone's been staring there going, well, we know Vulcan's not dead. We know he's not dead, because, well, he can't fucking die. The guy suplexed a mega orc into a literal nuke reactor of the Y energy, and hasn't been seen since, but that doesn't mean he's dead. And because this guy literally cannot die. Physically,
Yes.
He cannot die.
Yes.
So everyone's just there eye emojiing it, just going, guys, what you doing out there? Hey guys, what you doing out there?
Hi.
What you
What you looking at?
What you looking for? Who you looking for? What's out there? Is it Vulcan? Give me that! I am very normal about Vulcan his time.
What you guys talking about? Taxes. Oh, that's.
Aw, shucks. My favorite version of that is one which is actually based on the Primarchs, because it'll be whatever conglomeration of them there'll be. It's almost always either Angron, which is the angry Blood Rager guy, or it's the Space Wolves guy, who is basically if Thor was more of a himbo.
Impossible.
Exactly. Impossible standards of Warhammer, you know this. But it's always one of those two, and they come up to a group talking, and it's like, what you guys talking about? Taxes. No, shit. But it's actually been done with one character, and a lot of people got pissed off at it. Like, that doesn't make sense. This character should be able to do this easily. Like, he should understand this. But then it got funny. These are the Primarchs. These are the most intelligent, capable, competent people in all the narrative for humans. They are literally the Mary Sues. There is a common fan joke. One of them can't read. And the one that can't read is like the best builder. So he can never... He looks at schematics and goes, it looks right. It's like, did you not look at the numbers? Nah.
Where we're going, we don't need numbers.
Sir, we are building your father's throne room in Terra. Nah, it's fine. Which is also a running gag of why the other Primarch who got looked over for that position is pissy. He's like, the fucking illiterate one got it? Are you kidding me? I wrote the schematics. Yes, and I can build it better than you.
Dad!
I have made my choice, Perturabo. Fucking get over it, you grumpy little bitch. You might say that I'm using hyperbole. I'm not.
Oh no.
There's many people who do legitimately think that he's the most insufferable, annoying of the fucking Primarchs is Perturabo. The problem is that Perturabo is very good at his job. It's just he's one of those people where he's a workhorse that everyone is not afraid to use. It's like, oh hey, you're the best at doing this. Here's the most near impossible task because I can't trust anyone else to do it because you're the best at it. So I'm gonna send you to go do it. And he comes back grumpy, bitter, fed up because he literally fought a race that dismantled anything he built and just built it better, and also aged all his people to dust constantly, which was a bit of a pain.
Yeah, that could really curb your style.
Yeah, the Xenos at the time that they had to fight was like, you literally sent the builder, the guy who makes everything, to fight people who can break anything and make it better. What the fuck, Dad? And he's like, oh hey, yeah, I'll join the evil guys. Yeah, sure, fuck it, fuck my dad. I'm gonna work with my brothers. And then the leader of the brothers goes, hey, buddy. You know the most impossible fortress to break in all of mankind? Yeah, go break it. Oh, and while you're at it, I also need you to stall the most advanced logistics person of all of our brothers from getting close to us. So I need you to delay that behind us whilst you're also plotting to do this ahead of us. And the thing is that he does it. He actually does it. Fuck are the casualties high on his side, but he
And
does
then the
it.
motherfucker actually does it.
Yes! That's the thing! Like, Perturabo is such a sassy bitch, but like... the reason people... Because, essentially, he got sent to do all these tasks in the Horus Heresy that were all super impossible. The gag is, Horus had already planned to turn to Chaos and sent him to go and do those things for one reason. My favorite Primarch, Vulcan. He can build anything to perfect specification on an individual level. Do you need that support frame to be built to this exact specification? He can get it done to that exact specification perfectly. Not overdoing it, not underdoing it, exactly what you asked for. The reason everyone thinks that Perturabo got turned to Chaos by his brothers so heavily was because they all realized if Perturabo is with the good guys, we're fucked. If those two are on the same side, we will never crack anything they build. Which, they were right. They wouldn't have. They also wouldn't have been able to do shit, because it's like, oh, we're all the rage angry monster men. Ah! Who do we have to break the fortress of? Oh, the guy who can literally look at us and see all of our weaknesses just by viewing us. Shit. He's like, yeah, I know exactly how to break all you fuckers. Come on, pick on this. Like, give me an idea. The guy who protected Terra was the guy who everyone says is illiterate. Perturabo broke the fortress. Literally just like broke down the gate to prove he could. And then went, hey, by the way, Horus, I just have to go check something out in my flagship. And all his guys got up and left. They straight up abandoned the heresy just to be like, yeah, no, we're not staying any longer. Because we know who's coming around the corner. All the loyalists we've been, like, delaying from getting here are going to show up. I'm not getting my guys fucking culled to a man. Fuck that. And he was right to do so. He dodged them all by about 1 solar week. If not even less. And he built a fortress, quote-unquote, in secret. Of like, oh, this is meant to be my greatest fortress ever. No one will ever break this fortress. Not even you, Dorn, who built Terra. You know that fortress I broke, your fortress? You won't break this fortress. There's no way you'd be able to. And this was discussed in like things that were essentially like found by Dorn of like, wait, he didn't want me to see this yet. It must not be ready. I'll go and attack it and drag him back to Terra for all that he has done. Here's the problem. He sent the messages after finishing building it. So he literally had a continent-sized death trap. And his brother just jumped into the middle of it. And it still gets broadcasted to this day across Terra or across the Imperium whenever the Iron Warriors can to be like, hey, remember the greatest defender you guys had? Yeah, we fucking bodied him. We bodied him and his whole fucking legion to the point where other people had to show up and threaten to kill him themselves for the sole reason of, if you let that petulant motherfucker kill you, none of us will live it down. Get the fuck on this airship. And that was it. I love Perturabo. He's such a sassy little bitch. Make no mistake, petulant man-child. But that's why I like it. Because he's a human. He's human in that way of... He has flaws. Quite evident flaws. He's not a nice person, but he's an interesting character. And I love those.
Yes.
Right. Fucking hell. Right, now that I've gotten all those fine details done, my next stage is, as I grab my reference model and look at it, I have to pull it closer to fucking look at it, because, well, can't fucking see. Oh, gold. I have to do gold now when I have to do silver. I could get the red done first, actually. Oh, fuck it, I'm getting the red done first. Piss that. Came to that conclusion well fucking quick. Don't forget to save, hydrate, stretch, and all that
Yeah,
jazz.
been doing all that
Ah.
good stuff.
Posture check yourselves before you posture wreck yourself.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless
Maybe stones can react with the splash effect. I'll suggest to Chaotix later. I believe they already do, Voz. I believe everything already has a thing in place of when they are in contact with the water, they get ripples around them.
I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them. If you did, and all the science I don't understand, it's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man, a rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a
Yeah.
rocket man.
Right.
Burning out his
Get a bit
fuse
of
up
parchment
here
down.
alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
I did have some fun on another server I'm on as well when I
Mhm.
posted up my. I think you know the one. It's a big chunky model I have. He's got like a spined cloak, like a red spined kind of dragony looking cloak on the back of him.
Mhm.
If you don't, it's fine. But essentially, I posted him up to talk about like green stuff on it, and everyone was saying, "Wait, that model's green stuffed?" And I said, "Yeah." For those who don't know, green stuffed is a type of material you can use that is two elements that you
It's
Depend-
it's an epoxy like modelling clay. You mix the two together and then they react and set hard.
correct.
It's a
So-
load-bearing spine cloak.
Yeah, you clumsy oaf. But yes, essentially, I showed it off to them, and they said, "Wait, I thought that model was like that stuff that you got like pre-made." I said, "I thought that was made," and I said, "Yeah, it was made by me." And everyone's just going, "The fuck?" And it's like, and I'll never do it again because it was a pain in the ass and took all day.
Yeah.
The power of what you can do when you're out of work. Ah, the buff. I know it's only November, but Christ, what a year it's been.
I think you can say what a year it's been in November. It's November 28th as well. I think it's valid. I think we were talking about this before, of like the first half of the year for me took so goddamn long. The second half of the year has flown by. It is just evaporated.
I've done so much on both sides of this year. It's actually madness to me. Those were the rooms, I don't mind saying it now. I have plans for Christmas. Nothing world changing. Chat before you fucking.
No one said anything, Das. Calm down. East, the person who's most defensive about that is you.
What? Defense? No, I don't know what you're talking about. We also know you don't fucking know because I can't keep a fucking secret and I need to be vending it to someone.
Correct. Hey, even the spook had to tell somebody.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget that fucking look on his face when he was like, fuck, I knew the moment you realized what was going on, but I was like, yep. Made me fucking feel good. I was like, ooh, I passed my insight check.
Yay!
I did the IRL good. Yippee! Oh lord, not a fucking contest, brain. It's not a contest.
Not a contest.
Anyway. Oh. Oodalali, oodalali, golly, what a day. Oodalali, oodalali, I'm a massive game. I got all the Christmas gifts done for family as well, which was great. Because the very fair point raised up, hey, you know how you all have kids? You know I have none. So here's the plan. I'm just getting your kids things. Tough shit. And that has been the situation has been resolved, and I don't have to worry about anything else now.
Good.
Get anything for Black Friday?
Nope.
That's fair.
Saving.
Yeah.
Can't deny that at least once I looked at the Vive website, but even with the Black Friday details, I was like, not even close to having that much spare income. Not even close. And that's the thing as well with Vive as well being like, it's £500 off. And I'm like, even with £500 off, it's still too much. Looking at VR stuff.
Yeah.
But that's one of those ones where it's like that's the dream of like if money like so I think Alex even asked once just as a conversation thing of like if money was no object, which would you go for? And I was like this one. That was what I went to look at, and it was just nope.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
that goes.
yeah. How much was it now? I've forgotten. I mean, it's probably still on sale.
It's probably, yeah, I was gonna say it's probably on the same price as it was before sale as it is after.
Yeah.
Because got said as a meme, and then people went around and looked and said, actually, guys, do check what the prices are before you go in, because guess what? They're just saying the price is now this, even though the price has been just the same the whole time.
Yes. What they do legally, at least here in the UK, because we do have certain standards for things a bit better than other countries, is that legally something has to be like a different price for a certain amount of time. So it's one of those things in order for them to declare that it is on sale. So it is literally of like, oh, a month in advance or whatever, they put the price up and then they put it back down to what it was originally, and then they slap sale on it. So that's when it's like, oh, it's on sale, and it's like, well, technically it was cheaper, but that's because you cranked up the price drastically beforehand, so it's not actually a saving, you've just put it back to what it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking into a VR headset, and I can't justify getting a set at the current prices. For the modern ones, yeah, like if you're getting a pre-owned, like older gen one, they're pretty good. I was looking at the top of the line stuff, which yeah, here we go. It is actually still on sale for Black Friday, quote unquote. So this is for the full kit. It's £900 on sale. It's normally 1,400, so it's like 500 off, and I'm like, it's still £900. It's so much money. That's for the whole kit, and I'm like, it's so much money. It's so much.
Yeah, we all look at that and go, no.
No.
I had that conversation at work. It was wild. One of the guys was like, oh, I love this toaster that I've seen online. It basically, essentially, it has a Bluetooth, or not a Bluetooth, but like a touch screen where you can set it to the color you want the toast to come out at.
Oh god, cringe.
Yes, absolutely. And everyone in the office just went, really? A setting you can adjust with just a flick of the hand to a certain thing that you'd need.
Sounds like a temperature dial.
It sounds like a knob, which is what you're acting like. Which did get said. And this one was like £534 or something. And he was talking some mad shit about like how good he thought it was, and I'm like, no, don't do that, just don't. And then we ended up finding other ones, and I got annoyed because I found ones that were like clearly novelty things, not as good as anything else, but like one thing I saw was like a student's dream. So it had an oven section, like a tiny oven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you heard her. She shot a tiny oven from a distance. I love that woman.
Did not hear her, but I can imagine.
In the ether, the frog whispers tiny oven. But it had that. Has a coffee maker. Has a little, like, essentially tray dish thing that you'd put eggs or beans or an equivalent in to cook. And a toasting element as well. And I just looked at it and said, this is like every student's fucking dream because it just plugs in. The only thing I think any student would have an issue with this thing is that someone would fucking steal it.
Yeah.
But like, I looked at it and said, that is like such an easy, like, oh, you're going off to college for the first time, you've never been out of the house, boom, there you go, kid, there you go, best of luck. If you lose it, it's on your own, buy a new one. That's like £135 for that in total, and I was like, for everything it says it has, that isn't terrible.
Right.
It's grossly impractical still. But yeah.
Yeah, whereas the Meta Quest 2 is now $250. That's your entry level VR headset. Is a Quest.
Oh, we had fun on Sunday when I was going into the bedroom to pick something up, and Stacey had just gotten back from shopping and just tackled me out of the room.
Oh,
She's like, nope, nope, nope. You can't go in there. And I was like, what did you do?
not allowed. Not allowed.
Basically.
Yeah. 2 days in a row, packages have come for Spook, and obviously I don't intend to, because it's very much they arrive while he's not here, and I literally just put them down and ignore them. But the moment he comes home, I'm like, package? So package game? Can I pick up package? And he's like, no. And I'm like, why? What's in the package?
That's why if I do anything, it's going to work. Which I have already, like, I asked the question as something that one of my colleagues ordered arrived from Amazon. I asked it of my boss, and he looked and said, I mean, fuck it, they don't ask me, so at least you asked.
Fair.
So, yeah. So I have a safe place to hide it where it'll be free from froggy, vexing eyes. You're a blurry frog for me right now.
So you do need those glasses.
No, I have the magnified glasses. Speaking of needing glasses, yeah, I still want the idea that Thane needs glasses to be a thing. Really badly. I really, really do, because I think it would be very funny if Zal just went, wait a sec, and just, well, Frog was trying to attack me, but she wasn't going to because I'm painting. But she made, like, threatening
I'm
noises.
just always in the same boat of Cuddles when you're like, I want this headcanon to be true. Like, bruh, it's your character! If you want it to be true, it's true!
I think there'll be so many people that would be so pissed off if, like, they look at Thane going, you draw that well. Yeah? Without glasses. I don't understand the question. Because of course he has no other way of seeing it. So when people will eventually, yeah, true. Not sure if you heard her.
Nope.
Frog saying, he might need them for distance like I do. And I'm like, no, he's definitely hit people in the face with a thrown hammer before.
What if he was colorblind?
Hang on a sec. Connie. Wait a sec.
Yep.
Stacey.
What if he was colorblind?
Blue raises an excellent point. Thane only sketches with a pencil.
Yeah, that's why the thought
What if
came
he's
to my brain.
colorblind?
That's why the thought came to my brain. What if he's colorblind? It literally would never have come up.
You wouldn't necessarily recognize specific things in the environment because there's several different iterations of color.
I'd have to. You do realize now it's been said. I'm going to have to look it up and see about like the possibility of it.
Talk to Galaxia.
She literally just said that. to both of you. The other one just said that. Dr. Galaxia.
The cluster. I really just want them to turn up in chat now.
Manifest.
Manifest
Galaxia.
it. Pikachu.
Galaxia's not a Pikachu.
They could be.
Yeah, it's up to them. Okay, Pikachu, come out. I'm gay. Oh, God. Ah, right. Ow. I think that's a fair place to leave painting for the night. What time is it? What fucking time is it? Oh, Lord, it is 4 minutes to 11.
Whoa, that flew by, didn't it?
Damn it, Bobby. I know I'm entertaining, but fuck. Alright.
I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation.
Not sure if you can hear that little ding ding diddling diddle little thing.
No. Nope. Discord's noise cancellation is very, very good.
Right.
Pretty much any time you said, I don't know if you heard that, the answer was no.
Right. Gonna post those up in the Discord.
Thank you.
And then go through the medias of the socials and post them all up there, because just for the sake of my own well-being, when it comes to posting things on the U app, it's easier for me to have it on my phone and just copy paste the message, paste across, paste across, paste
Yeah.
across. Wow. Right. Post it there. Now posting another one. So they're called the Blade Guard, but I just post in servers that would know what that is, just BG Vets. And everyone goes, BG Vet! Yippee! Yippee! God. I did try out a different list last week, and I did enjoy it, but the guy I went up against is a guy that basically hard counters me with his list. Not intentionally, it's just what he brings.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna get fucking cooked. Let's see what this is like under pressure. Say it was alright. That's Art of Homelander and Omni-Man kissing. I don't know why that's there. The joy of things you can find on different servers. Post that to there. Oh, that was funny as well. So, you probably have a vague idea of the Viltrumites from Invincible. That's the race Omni-Man and Mark Invincible himself are based on. They're from. And someone was like, what would happen if they encountered the Custodians from Warhammer 40k, the most elite of all the Space Marines? And everyone's just going, I like Space Marines. They're cool. That's about to be a lot of dead Custodians. Because they're like, oh, what would happen if an army and like, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. 2 Viltrumites is enough. A fucking army, they're done. Like, hello, these guys move fast enough that they literally ignite the air about them when they move if they choose to. Don't fucking do
Yes.
that. Don't put them against them.
Yes. They are the
It's like-
the everything proof armor.
It's the Custodians are like, oh, we're the best of 40k. It's like, no, you're gonna get eaten alive. Don't do that.
No.
And then everyone puts up the who would win in a fight between Homelander, Omni-Man, and Metro Man, and everyone goes, he had a midlife crisis in a second. You're all fucked. Which is my favorite thing. Is like Metro Man wins so many of those things just because of speed. Like, I know they did it as a joke. They legitimately did it as a joke. But like the fact that they did that feat is like, congratulations, he's now one of the fastest characters in any media ever. Oh Christ, it's
Oh
great.
my god.
I fucking love it. It's so stupid.
Wow. And that sucks.
They- Yeah.
The thing. Oof. Sorry, were you gonna add something else?
I was like, the only thing that weighs him down is that he's voiced by Brad Pitt.
Homelander would get splattered. Yeah, I don't think anybody's arguing that point.
Yeah, it's just like to the degree of how far the splatter would go.
Yeah, it's literally like One Punch Man, because like the whole point of Punch Man as an anime is like as a satire of taking the piss out of a character who just always wins.
Yes.
fact of
It's
like,
like-
making it of just making it funny, of just like all of these situations of this, this, and this, and it's like he still wins.
Yeah. Because it's that thing of he is an anime character at the end of his arc. So they're fucked. He's going to punch a hole through everyone who
Yeah.
not
There's another one you can watch on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll!
Hey!
Which you can get by just engaging with just about, I believe is it only 2 subs?
It's,
They have to-
it's only 2 subs. Did you know that the
Wow.
cost of 2 subs is equal to half the price that Crunchyroll would normally cost you?
Did you know that a Tigrex?
I think everybody who can claim it has already claimed it. Those
Yeah.
for real though, it expires in like 2 days because it was for the month of November. And since it's only valid in art and just chatting categories, tomorrow is going to be the last day that you can get it from me because it's the last day I'm going to be streaming art on in November. So if you haven't taken advantage of it, do. Or don't. I'm not your mom.
Also, don't forget, tomorrow you'll be able to... Home splatter. You'll be able to watch Blue have fun in a wonderful little dinosaur-esque game before she returns to Guild Wars, where she is a dragon mom.
Yeah, I could press the little button. I miss my dragon daughter so much.
Return to your dragon child.
This hasn't been updated because literally the news happened today, but the timing is at least correct. The times are correct. That you guys know this. I don't know if I will be able to update it tomorrow because tomorrow is the double stream day, which is the busy day. But yes, tomorrow we're gonna have art in the afternoon doing more sprites, and then we will be doing Paleo Pines in the evening, which will be our game for at least the next month because D&D is now on winter break. Again, Thursday. Don't know. I'm assuming it is Guild Wars. If it is FF, I will continue. But I'm assuming it's going to be Guild Wars. But yeah, turn up and find out. You said everything twice. Yep, that's streaming, everybody. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and go to bed.
Yeah. See you all when we see you next. Take care,
See you.
everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.